walk along the campus, they're given a tour, they have lectures by students that have already achieved.
I think one of my favorite parts about coming back into a school setting, working in the classroom directly with those kids, are the moments when they become the teacher and I become the learner.
So the partnership between Manhattanville College and Jefferson Elementary School provides the opportunity for everybody involved, every member of both of the communities, to learn in ways that they never were able to before.
It has been such a wonderful opportunity working with Jefferson Elementary School in New Rochelle. Wonderful for the people at the school and wonderful for those of us here at Manhattanville.
Our fantastic partnership with Jefferson Elementary School is part of our vision for the Changing Suburbs Institute.
The partnership with Jefferson Elementary School and Manhattanville College is an absolutely marvelous relationship. The purpose of the partnership is to give students the opportunity to believe in themselves, to achieve, and to ultimately go to college.
So Cindy and I began talking deeply about the goals that she and her staff had set here at Jefferson and how I could help them to meet those goals and even push those goals a little bit further. And so together we looked at the curriculum, figured out where my background could help build the teacher's background and help them to push their teaching to the next level. And so I began providing professional development to some of the teachers. The teachers and I began co-teaching together. So I would go in and maybe demonstrate some lessons. And since I have a literacy background, I was able to really use my strengths and my teaching experiences to help the teachers here to strengthen their teaching. And so that's one aspect that has really, I think, grown. And from that, I asked teachers to work with me to develop field-based courses. So I've had the opportunity to teach graduate students here in the classroom, which makes such a difference to their learning. I had one student reflect that in all of his graduate courses at Manhattanville, he never had the opportunity to learn as much as he did being in a classroom with real students. So as he taught his lessons, just the kids looking up at him and smiling and hearing about his story and the emotions they felt really helped him to think about and reflect about his role as a teacher and how much, number one, he needs to grow and how much he's learned, but that having those real students could never, ever, ever happen after school, at night, in the graduate classroom with your colleagues. The teaching was very different, so the emotions that he got from that have made such a difference.
It has had a wonderful impact on our student teachers, working closely with Kristen Rainville, the liaison from Manhattanville College, the principal Cindy Slotkin, and working closely with students in the school. Being in one school in a PDS gives the students, our student teachers, the opportunity to work with all teachers in the school to see what ancillary personnel is available. Having their student teaching seminar in the school just lends a whole other idea to the whole concept of student teaching.
I think the day that I decided that I really wanted to do my professional development work at Jefferson was the day that I was at Manhattanville when the Jefferson 5th graders came for their field trip last year, and it was such a spectacular day for everyone involved. Watching how excited the kids were to get their first glimpse of a college campus, talking to the parents, I got a sense that Jefferson was a school where everyone was part of a really dedicated community, and I wanted to be a part of that. Part of my responsibilities at Manhattanville College is to go out and do professional development in the local communities, and that's important to me because I really think that as a teacher-educator, I need to be in touch with the local schools, you know, in communication with teachers, supporting them, having contact with kids as well. And it really is a reciprocal relationship that I'm going to become stronger in my own responsibilities as a professor, because I see what's happening in schools today. I see teachers who are being very effective in their practices, and we can have an exchange of ideas. I think it's very important to recognize the kids themselves as experts in their own lives, their own peer group, and of course the teachers. That just because I have the official title of doctor doesn't mean that I am not going to learn just as much, if not more, from the people who I'm working with.
We discovered something. We live in an area that has the changing suburbs. And what do we mean by that? We mean that the demographics are changing. So much so that the historically urban problem of low student achievement, high absenteeism, mobility have moved into the suburban school districts. But there isn't enough attention shown to these suburban schools. And so we as a college, especially because we send our students into the changing suburban school districts, really wanted to do something where we were partnering with the community so that all of us were learning together. And so we formed what's called the Changing Suburbs Institute, and we affectionately refer to it as CSI. We realized that when we came up with this concept that we needed to figure out how to operationalize it and how to really begin to affect teacher development and leadership development, because if we did that, then we were going to help with student achievement in the classrooms. And we realized the way to go about that is to form professional development schools. So when we talk about a professional development school, we're talking about a real school in a school district that is open to partnering with a college, which means that we have our faculty, we have our students working with the teachers in the classroom, working with the children, and working with the principal. And so when you form a PDS, you're really forming it so you can focus on teacher development, student achievement, teacher preparation, and research and inquiry. The key is the dynamism of the principal. And it's a principal who's willing to say, yes, we are interested in change. We are interested in learning together with others. That's going to really create the success of a professional development school. And the result will be that we see students performing at high levels of achievement.
As a result of all of this, the partnership with Manhattanville College really hits on student learning, college learning, teachers learning, and it's the whole package. We couldn't ask for anything more. It's a relationship built on trust.